A Big Island couple married 63 years who've been forced by state regulations to live apart today were joyfully reunited. Terry and Sydney Kaide say now they're looking forward to spending the rest of their lives together. KITV's Jen B. Fawcett has the story.
God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me.
Daughter Charlotte led the singing as 87-year-old Terry Kaide was wheeled in to be reunited at last to live in the same room in a care home with her husband. Kaide and her 89-year-old husband Sydney had been kept apart in separate care homes by state regulations that prohibit people from living together if they use their own money to pay for foster care.
I believe both of them are looking forward to hanging out with each other. Yeah.
Kaide and her daughters went to the legislature this year and participated in hearings and watched floor sessions to get the rules changed. Some lawmakers were moved to tears by the plight of the elderly couple. Today, a state senator came to participate in their reunion.
This legislation is one way to say, you know, we're sorry for all that they had to go through. But today is a bright day that begins a new future.
Governor Lingle signed Bill 190 into law this week. The new law allows all people who pay privately and who want, including married couples, same-sex couples, and siblings, to live together in residential care homes. But today, with the legal struggle resolved, what mattered most to the Kaides was the love and caring of being together at last, as their daughter played their favorite song. Jen B. Fawcett, KITV4 Island Television News.
It was an emotional reunion today in Hilo. A couple forced to live apart are now together again. We have been telling you about Terry Kaide. She couldn't live in the same foster care home as her husband because both do not receive financial assistance from the government. The law stated that two private pay individuals could not reside in the same home together, but through Kaide's efforts, Governor Linda Lingle signed a bill on Wednesday that allows Kaide to live and be with her husband. And at about 10 this morning, Terry and her husband were reunited, surrounded by family and friends. Her daughter Charlotte says they are thankful for those who supported their efforts.
An elderly Big Island couple forced to live apart for the last 2 years will be sleeping in the same room tonight. Today, 87-year-old Terry Kaide moved into her 89-year-old husband Sydney's care home. State law did not allow them to live together, so the family petitioned lawmakers to make this reunion a reality.
I can see in my mom's eyes that she's still just as smitten about him now as when she first married him. You know, after 63 years, that love is just still so very strong between the two of them.
Earlier this week, Governor Lingle signed a bill allowing the two non-Medicaid patients to live in the same care home.
Marissa, it's been a whirlwind week for the Kaide family. Just 3 days ago, Governor Linda Lingle signed into law a bill allowing the couple to live in the same care home, something they had been kept from doing until today.
Saturday has been a day the Kaide family has been waiting for. After 2 years, Terry and her husband Sydney will once again be husband and wife under the same roof.
I believe both of them are looking forward to hanging out with each other.
The couple had been kept apart because of a law that did not allow two people who live in a residential foster care facility to pay privately. So Terry and her daughters launched a movement to change that.
I did this till 1:30 this morning.
And their efforts proved successful.
This was a very special piece of legislation, and it really shows that, you know, people can come together. You know, I was so impressed by the role that the Kaide family played. Mrs. Kaide being there, you know, at every special step along the way, really helped to push the legislation and to make it happen.
In this case, that's cause for a celebration.
It demonstrates to us the meaning of ohana, a family.
Family and friends and even four-legged ones gathered in Hilo to wish the Kaides well.
And I'm very grateful, very, very grateful that I have been blessed.
A distant thought has now become a reality for the Kaides.
Today is a bright day that begins a new future.
And because of Terry and Sydney, more couples will now get the chance to kiss their loved ones and never be apart.
With God, all things are possible. He says that, I know he said that.
Now, over 1,000 people signed written testimonies supporting the bill. Brianne Randall, KHON 2 News.